Okay, problem 6, 7, and 8 on the practice test. Problem 6, we have the log of 135 minus the log of 5. What do we do when we subtract logs? Divide. Perfect. So, we use our division property. Okay, so we basically have the log base 3 of 135 divided by 5. And when I do that math, I get log base 3 of 27. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and that's all I'm looking for. Now, you should be able to look at this and say, well, log base 3 raised to some power is equal to 27, right? And you should be able to tell me what that power is, or approximately is, right? So 3 to what power is 27? We should know that that's 3 times 3 times 3. So there's 3 3s, right? So this is 1 point extra credit. Okay? Next, what do we do when we add two logs? Multiply. Good. So we just got the log of base 2 of 64 times 4. And so when I do that multiplication, what do I come up with? 256. So log base 2 of 256, and that's all I'm looking for again. But we should again know that this is 2 to some power is equal to 256. And we should know by now what that power is. Okay? We know that 2 to the 4th is 16. To the 5th should be 32. To the 6th, 64. To the 7th, 128. To the 8th, 256. Okay? An extra point. Those are the easy ones. We should know these by now. We should know the 3s up to at least 81, right? So that's 3 to the 4th, right? We should know our 2s up to at least 8. Okay, the last one. You said before that when we subtracted, we divide, right? So when we divide, we subtract. That's it. That's all I'm asking. Log base 5. So I'm going to actually take this over here and then bring it down. So log base 5 of 5x cubed minus log base 5 of 8. Okay? Now what do we do when we multiply? Add. Is that it? Okay? So then this is multiplication, so I'm just going to separate them. Right? Log base 5 of 5 plus log base 5 of x cubed minus log base 5 of 8. So what about with the power of a power? So when I'm taking this power of a power, where does that go? In front of the log. So it's multiplication. Right? So log base 5 of 5 plus 3 log x over, log base 5, didn't get to that point yet, minus log base 5 of 8. Now one last step I make you do. A lot of teachers don't make them do this, but I've seen this on the ACTs, no, not the ACTs, on the SATs. And sometimes on entrance exams, not very much. Maybe it might be on the SBAC, not sure. So the last step is, how am I going to plug it into my calculator? Remember, I'm expanding this. I'm making it as big as I possibly can, right? Well, that means that I can go one more step, that I can take this to the log, right? That trick, that whole log trick that I showed you, right? So log base 5 over log base 5 plus 3 log x divided by log 5 minus log 8 divided by log 5. Notice they're all log 5s because the bases are all the same. Okay? Now, if you went to the next step and made log 5 over log 5 equal to 1, that's okay. I'm not looking for that, though. This is where I'm looking to end it. Okay? If you go down here and go 1 plus 3 log x over log 5 minus log 8 over log 5, then, you know, fine. But that's not what I'm looking for. Remember, we're taking this apart. We're learning how to put them together. We're learning how to take them apart so that we can solve them. That's the whole key. So I can get x by itself eventually and solve it. All right.